How's it going, guys? I'm going to go over how to do a Shin-Buster when someone immediately pulls guard at the beginning of a match. So here we are, we slap bump, he immediately comes down, I immediately start pinning down his leg in a painful way over the meat, and what a lot of people will do here is they'll scooch their leg back. So the second he scooches his leg back, I keep on the shin, and I'm about to do this from another angle so you guys can see it more clearly, but the second I pin this on the shin, my fingers curl under, and I pull up. Okay, so now let's switch angles. Same thing. Slap bump. As soon as he goes down, I'm making my penetration step here, bop, and I'm initially going to go across the leg meat here, which people hate, right? And as soon as you do this, they start moving their leg, and that's actually what I wanted the entire time. So now our shins make this little cross shape, and I grab underneath the foot here and pull it up against this shin. So the sweet spot here is almost right where the fabric of his spats cut across the center of his shin. That's basically where the sharp part of my shin goes down. And even as I'm just going down there, and please forgive me for saying this, but watch his face just as my shin goes down. It's not pleasant, okay? One of the longest, there's not many attacks in Jiu-Jitsu where we can break a long part of someone's bone versus the joint, and this is one of them. So long part of my bone goes across the long part of his bone. I press down in a painful way, and I should barely even have to pull up. But let's say I'm gonna dial down the weight pressure that I give this just a little. I'm gonna hover it. I'm just hovering it. So does that feel as uncomfortable as it did?
Not as uncomfortable.
Not as uncomfortable. Now, okay, that gave me the room I needed to pull it up. So the way this works is this one doesn't look like it's doing a lot of work here, but look, he's a fully three-dimensional, free will, resisting opponent. He's going to want to have hip mobility. So if he does, I want to be able to pin this other leg with my other leg so that then I can continue attacking that Shin-Buster. You'll see some other Shin-Buster tutorials floating around out there. They're rare, but you can find them. And they're not really realistic because they don't address that other point of saying like, well, hey, this guy can still move around. And that's why we never forget about this other leg, because that's our other pinning tool. We're not just pinning here, we're also pinning here very often. So play around with it, be safe. Please go slow for the sake of your partner, because it's a bad bone to break. You'll be out of training for a long time. But have some fun and see what you can find out.